thank you once again for joining the God of Mix podcast. We got a big smile on Drake's face because he liked that. He made that intro right there. Yo, shout out to Drake. Let's start it out. Let's shout out to Drake, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dre real quick. You know what I'm saying? He be doing things. But nah,
That's a talented brother right there.
that's a talented dude, man. Come on, man. That dude right there different. But thank you once again for joining the God of Mix podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with the cousin, Rick the Ruler, the brother, Andre Jalil, and my brother from another Eru from the Die Hard Knicks podcast. What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
We got the sodas out. Oh, come on, man.
Oh wow.
Talking
You talking about Brandon? I can't be drinking Pepsi. You drinking Mountain Dew.
the pinky.
What's it gonna be? You got the Dew.
You got the Dew. Nah, do a Pepsi. Which you gonna go with?
Pepsi. Gotta
Go with Pepsi. I don't even know why this is in my house, but you know, it is what it is.
What you doing with the Dew?
Yeah, man, I never drank Mountain Dew, girl. I heard that used to lower your drink count. You know what I'm saying? Was never cool with that. But
Pepsi or Mountain Dew?
No, Mountain Dew. I always heard that
Hey,
it lowered your sperm
no
count.
You finished. Go ahead, drink all the Dew.
You know what I'm saying?
That's tropical fantasy.
Not that.
No. But we're here to discuss, of course, the off season for our Knicks. We don't know which way they're gonna go. They don't give us no information. They give us the most vague reports, the same reports anybody else would really put out. You know what I'm saying? But there's a list of guys that we would need to sign in order to be the team that we should be, and be better than we were this year. And the two positions that the guys would have to be at were the point guard. Obviously,
Sure.
That's something that we needed to do for
Decades.
the decades. Yeah, you can say decades. I mean, outside of Marbury, the only real point guard we've had is Clyde, honestly, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying?
No love for Raymond Felton though.
We had Kid.
Well, Raymond Felton is up there. Chris Duhon was a.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. All right, so this furthermore proves the point that we need a point guard, and we also need a wing. And as Tom Thibodeau said when he was at the draft combine, that they're looking for wings. They're looking for guys with length. But that can actually put the ball in the basket and all kinds of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. Nah, but
I was gonna say if you like the God Up Knicks channel, it's free to hit the like, comment, subscribe.
Yo, see, do that for me. Go ahead, man, because I'm be tripping. I be doing everything, man.
For the algorithm.
For the algorithm, yeah. Hit the thumbs up, the like, subscribe. Right.
Come on, get with us. We finally got to 100 subscribers, and we love y'all. Thank y'all.
That's a fact. Yeah, 100 subscribers, man. Let's just shout out to our 100. Actually, 101 right now as I'm looking at it, as our 101. And we might do a little raffle or a giveaway for our two. I'll pick two of our loyal subscribers, and send them out a shirt. Get a shirt made for them and all that. And I get their shirt to them before I get my guys their hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
You gotta be special to get that.
We gotta wait for the fall now.
Yeah, wait for the fall because it might be a different hoodie. Matter of fact, I think I might just wear y'all's because I wore mine out.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when we turn the AC on down here in the basement, it's the coldest. I'll be in here with hoodies in the summer. The top floor is like the warmest. The first floor is alright, but down here it'll be freezing.
Yeah. Nah, up here it's always hot. That's why I got the fan running right now. You might see the backdrop going.
Yeah, I see it moving. You got the breeze going.
But yeah, man. Shout out to you guys, the 101 subscribers. Thank you. It's only been 6 months. I didn't think I was doing anything right. So to see 100 anything anyway, I'm like, shit, I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all. And once again, subscribe, like, share, and pass it on. You know what I mean? Let everybody else know what we got going on here at the God of Knicks podcast, and as well the Die Hard Knicks podcast. This guy puts in work, man. This guy puts in work. Eru puts in work, bro.
Yeah, slow motion is better than no motion. That's what they say, right?
That's a fact.
Josh, your boy coming in here trolling already. Talking about
he's starting it up. Listen, we ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do this today. Just letting y'all know off back. The troll has arrived. But we're gonna start it off with our point guards in free agency.
Put it on Captain.
We're gonna start on our point guard. He's crazy. Dante's crazy. Nets running New York. Hey, anyway, they both at home watching the finals. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, We did our thing. You know what I mean? But we're going to talk about our point guards. Now, here's a list of point guards and free agency. We could do another show for the draft. This is some guys in the draft. I know you guys don't really go too in depth with the guys in college right now, but there's some intriguing picks there and opportunities for us to move up. But here's a list of the point guards that are in free agency at this point. So right now, I mean, the only one that's not there, of course, is Chris Paul. Because I don't think Chris Paul is leaving.
Break this down for me real quick. What's the bird rights and the early bird rights?
I think Ebru might be able to explain that to you a little bit better than I would, you know what I'm saying? But I think bird rights is the ability to sign someone over the cap, to exceed the cap, to sign someone and keep them. You know what I mean? Like, I think we have the bird rights for, it's either the bird rights or the early bird rights for D Rose, so we can exceed the cap and sign him to whatever without it, you know, hitting us.
So you got that one player where you could do it before you hit the cap. Like,
is it? I don't know if it's one player. It might be because of the contract. I think there may be a few players that you have bird rights to.
Yeah, it has to do with the amount of years that they were on the team.
Right.
You know, so sometimes the bird rights can be transferred from the other team they were on, depending on when they were signed.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna Google that to get it.
Yeah. This way we know exactly what we're talking about on here on the God of Next podcast.
This list right here it looks like it's categorized by the player
salary.
The salary, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Rather than any skill level or anything like that.
Which makes it a little bit difficult. You can't just look at the top. You got to really look through it. You know, and some guys there's some guys down here like Reggie Jackson,
Mike Conley, and Kyle Lowry. Forget it. If that's the salary they talk about, you can forget it. We can start from Goran Dragic on down.
Goran Dragic.
But if Spencer Dinwiddie talking about 5 years for 125, he needs to settle down. He just came off the ACL.
Well, what he said, I'll clear it up for Spence because he even said it himself. He said, all I'm saying is the Nets have the ability to sign me to a 5 year to $125 million contract. Yeah. Not that that's what I'm asking for, which is what he said. You know what I'm saying?
He's a smart dude, man. You know, he's a little bit of a dick, but he's a smart dude.
I mean, if he was on my team and he was acting the way he was, I'd be fine with it.
I like him. What I mean? Because you can't really care about that. I've said that before in our podcast. I would love to have Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, I think you and I are big fans of Spence. We always been. Unfortunately, we ignore the Twitter stuff because you know that's what a lot of people are focused on. But let's start with you, Rick. What point guard or two? Just give me two. Give me 2 point. Actually, can I do 3? No, let's do 2. Let's do 2 for now. Give me 2 point guards you would like for us to go after in free agency, and I guess we could just keep it realistic. I guess as realistic as possible. But yeah, what you got?
Oh, he left. He said, "I don't feel like talking about that."
He said, "You don't feel like talking." Okay, cool. Let me stop. we can start with you, Ebru. We start with you, Ebru. See what you think, real quick. What you 2 point guards that you would like us to make a move on free agency?
I don't know, man. It's like, you know, outside of the main guys that everybody keeps talking about, you know, like you're talking about Kyle Lowry and all these different guys. Mike Conley, I'm not really too fond of. You know, out of all the guys we just finished talking about, Spencer Dinwiddie, I think he's probably like the best guy as far as what we need, you know, and the coach and stuff. You know, I think Spencer would be the only one really. And if he was to like reach, I mean, like TJ McConnell, that's somebody that sticks out to me. Other than that, I don't really see nobody else, man, that I would want.
Okay.
What about can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you hear now. Yeah,
it's
go ahead with you too.
It's raining heavy over here right now. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just raining over here.
And knocked out my signal just long ago. But Lonzo's there.
Lonzo's there.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Lonzo, man.
Why not?
He doesn't get to the paint, you know?
That's my biggest flaw in him.
Yeah, he don't really get to the basket, you know?
Don't get me wrong, it does make a difference on who he's playing next to, because if he's playing next to a combo guard, like say Quickly ends up starting, cool. But I mean, then you got 2 guys in your backcourt who aren't really attacking the basket with any real gusto. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my real concern with Lonzo. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Hold on. Let me check the chat. I see Jay laughing. He must have said something crazy.
He said we're gonna get LiAngelo Ball. And he spelled it wrong. Cut his mic off.
We gotta cut his mic off. Matter of fact, we're gonna put his mic on. What's up? Y'all spelled Leandro like
that's how
that?
you spell Leandro.
Come on, man. Don't do it. You gonna control. You better troll right, bro. You better troll right.
I'm gonna kill you, Django.
That's my boy Dante. He's our resident troll. He means well, but he just likes to have fun. One thing he did say was, "Do y'all think y'all have a chance at getting Dame? Do you think we can get Dame? I think if we wanted Dame enough, yeah, we could get him. I think
they said I saw one of the big wigs over there on Twitter. He said we wouldn't get Dame without losing RJ, which I'd be fine with.
Of course you would. I don't think they make that trade though. I don't think we're getting Dame
either, but I'd still be good with that trade.
I mean,
I think they would.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, they came out with a report today that said that they're willing to trade. Of course, they're supposed to say that they would trade somebody for their star, because if you don't say that, you hang up the phone immediately on getting a star player. So you have to say that out loud. But
like, yo, RJ, sorry, bro, we gotta. All right.
And you're gonna be sitting right next to Steve Mills too.
All
right. I do think that if we really, really wanted to, we could be stupid enough to go get Dame. And when I say stupid enough, I mean stupid because we would have to give up picks, we'd have to give up RJ, and then we'd be left with a team with Dame and Julius Randle and $35 million to round out the rest of the team. It's not cutting it. So I'm good on Dame. I'm really good on Dame.
You're bugging. I'm taking Dame.
You would rather like us. All right, so this is my question. This is my question.
Like this.
If we're going to get to the playoffs and not make it to the finals, what's the point of making a trade?
Like I said before, I said that in the last cast. Like, for him to lead the team he got to get with us, it's like the same thing. We ain't going nowhere. We might go a little bit farther in the regular season, but that's about it.
Right. So it doesn't make sense for us to make that trade.
It don't make sense.
It makes sense for them.
Not unless they pull a rabbit out the hat somehow.
Yeah, it makes sense for them. It makes sense for Portland to make that trade because Portland would be getting a whole bunch of assets and being able to completely hit the reset button.
But to answer our resident troll, it would be nice to see Dame
It would.
I don't know how much sense it would actually make. But let me say this real quick. On Derrick Rose, I think is automatic, so I think that kind of eliminates Derrick Rose. I think he's going to be our
ignore Derrick on this list. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but I do like Spencer Dinwiddie, and I like Lonzo Ball because Lonzo Ball is going to be someone who can pass. I don't know if he's going to develop into somebody a slasher who runs downhill and gets to the basket. I don't know if that'll ever happen at this point in his career. He's more of a soft type of guy. He's not that hard nosed running and get contact to the basket. Maybe.
And Tibbs, our head coach, on top of that point right there. So.
Right. So, but I would like Lonzo Ball because he can pass the rock.
Would I be excited watching Lonzo Ball play? Absolutely. Would I be happy?
I think that he would get to that. He could be moving into his prime if we get him now.
Yeah, for sure.
Lonzo Ball, you be getting him into his prime. Spencer Dinwiddie, I wouldn't say. I think he has a lot of game left. Spencer Dinwiddie.
So your two would be Spencer and Lonzo. Okay, I can't be mad at that. Rick, did you give your two?
Nah, I was looking at this list, man. I really don't.
He likes Reggie Jackson. He just don't want to say nothing.
I was going to say Reggie. He's one of my top two.
Reggie Jackson is better than a lot of the people that are on this list right here.
Absolutely.
You would definitely have to take up a collection to the home.
Reggie Jackson did his thing, but I'm still not a believer.
Oh no, you bugging?
Yeah, we just have to do a collection to get a comb for him. And I think he'll be all right.
He looked serious about the game though. I got he came out of nowhere to me. It was like I was like, yeah, they got Reggie out there playing, and he was out there knocking, doing his thing. Yeah, Reggie just like Reggie Jackson. What he doing? And he was out there knocking down shots. He was coming up with stops. I was like, yo, look at Reggie playing ball. I was like, he must have been under the radar or something for a while.
Well, he came in at one player, and then they brought him all the way down to the gutter. He was almost out the league, and then out of nowhere he got that spark and became this elite point guard out of nowhere.
Yeah. It was the injuries, I think, that had a lot to do with why he was starting to fall out of the league. Because when he was with Detroit, he got hurt, and it was kind of annoying because it was almost like every year he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But there was something else he said. What pick do we have in the draft? Do we have the 19th and the 21st pick in the first round? I believe we have the 31st and 52nd pick in the second round. And, What are y'all?
Yeah, he do look like Bobby Shmurda.
No, that's
what do y'all think of Ish Smith?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
he can't shoot.
He's not like a real.
I'll say this: he's not my 1 or 2.
He's off the bench. It's either him or Derrick Rose type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's not a bad player though. He's decent, but he can't really shoot.
He's
small. He's small.
Yeah, he's not consistent.
I like
Frazier loves him.
Devontae Graham can knock down threes, but I like long guys who could be defenders.
Well,
I don't like short point guards for whatever reason.
I like Devontae, but Devontae's problem is very similar to Lonzo's. He's a great shooter. He's a good shooter, but he doesn't really attack the basket much.
And if he's not having a good night shooting, he's pretty much pointless.
Useless.
I think I was listening. Listening to Macri, of course. Shout out to the main guys, Jonathan Macri, Knicks Film School, and Knicks Fan TV, and Nothing But Knicks, and all of the guys that do the thing. I was listening to Macri's episode today, and he had mentioned that I believe 7% of his shots came under 10 feet or 7 feet.
Who?
Yeah, Devontae Graham. Only 7% of his shots came within the paint, basically.
Wow.
And that's, if you're shooting 93% of your shots outside of the paint, that is a lot.
That's outrageous.
That is crazy.
That's outrageous.
But it is what it is. There's things that he does well. Same thing with Lonzo. I'm
sorry, real quick. Do you have any idea who Ryan Arcidiacono is?
Oh, Arcidiani.
Joshua.
I know who he is. I can't say his name. I can't say his name.
He tried to correct me in this. He's
Archie Diacono. Yeah. No, Archie Diacono, something like that. I
never seen that cat.
Everybody call him Archie.
You never seen the cat play?
You said what?
So stupid. Would you say you never seen him play?
Yeah, did he even play this year? I never
even heard of that guy. I don't even know who that dude is. No, I don't know who he even played for.
Honestly, I only know his name because of 2K. If we're being honest. I've never seen the guy play.
He's 27 too.
Man. Oh Jesus! Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
so my 2 guys. We already spoke about one of them, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Drum roll, please.
We already spoke about Spence. So I'm not gonna really go there. A lot of Knick fans in particular don't like my take on Spencer because he was a Knick hater and he trash talked the Knicks. Man, if we sat here and we didn't accept everyone who trash talked the Knicks, we wouldn't have nobody on our team. I'm sure Julius Randle at some point trash talked the Knicks. I'm sure even anybody, all of the guys on our team,
Chris Paul, all those guys, man.
All the guys have done it. Like I'm not gonna beat somebody up. Like this is a business. We're trying to win games. I'm not worried about what you said 3 years ago on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. But as a Knicks fan, I'm not gonna deny you guys' feelings. I know how you guys get. I don't want to get cursed out, but it is what it is. Spencer Dinwiddie is my guy. I don't know if he's number 1 or 2 on my list, but the other guy on my list.
If you would get to it already, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been trying to go back and forth. That's why I was trying to go last, because I've been going back and forth between 2 guys. And those 2 guys are Reggie Jackson and Kyle Lowry. Now, Kyle Lowry won't be getting this contract.
I knew Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry won't be getting this contract right here. He's not getting 30.5 minutes. It's not happening.
I would be so annoyed if the Knicks signed Kyle Lowry for 30. First of all, I'd be annoyed if they signed him, first of all. And
you
$30 million.
You're bugging, bro. He is a floor general. I don't think you realize how important that is. If you look at Chris Paul, what makes him so important right now, he's not on his level. But I'm talking about you need that on the floor coach. That guy who's gonna yell at, hey, you ain't doing that right. He's gonna talk to you on the court.
How old is Kyle?
Kyle is older. I think he might be the same age as Chris Paul. Kyle's like 34. That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna cost 30 mil. It's not happening. I don't mind anyone passing on Kyle.
All right, so why? So break down why you want Kyle Lowry. He's a floor
experience, floor general, and he's someone who I'm not looking forward to the future. I say you draft or something like that, a guard, or Luka Vildoza, who's looking like he might be somebody good. I would like for him to be the guard that we groom behind Kyle Lowry. And
I thought that was the plan.
Yeah, but I mean,
not behind Kyle.
Yeah. But, I mean, my thing is also you're still going to keep Derrick Rose. That's still a possibility. And I mean, if anything, I don't think Rose is going anywhere. If we're being honest, but
that's a lot of guards, right?
I mean, no, it's just a 3-guard rotation. It's a 3-guard rotation.
Yeah, add quickly to that mix too. You got a lot of guards there.
Well, they're gonna have a running at the
yeah. I don't. Yeah, but that's what I mean at the point guard. I'm not sure. Depending on what happens this offseason, Quickly may or may not come back and play more minutes at the point guard. But I think the easiest route for him to get starting minutes, in my opinion, is from the two spot. I don't see him being able to get a starting point guard position. And I don't see him necessarily taking Derrick Rose's place as the backup point guard, because I think he has a higher ceiling than Derrick Rose at this point. But I think what Derrick Rose brings to the team is very important. So they have to bring him off the bench. I think that if you bring back Derrick Rose, he will be the second guard off the bench. But I do feel like Quickly might be our starting 2 next year. That's just my opinion. I think Quickly will be the starting 2. And RJ will be
the starting 3.
And RJ be the starting 3. And then you got, Randall and we also don't know who else they're gonna sign, because we're also gonna get into the wings.
If we get a wing, then there goes that.
There goes that. So
if you get Lowry and Rose, what are you paying these guys? Because that'll add into like who we sign next.
That's a good question. Lowry.
Hold on. Before we get to that, what's your take on Reggie Jackson? You said.
Reggie Jackson.
Why Reggie Jackson?
Over Kyle Lowry, or just period? He's a baller, man. He's proven it in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Since when? Since just this season?
No, he's been doing it for a while. He just hasn't been healthy, and he hasn't been on a good team. When you put him on a good team, you see what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't need to be your best player, and that's the kind of guy you want, because you don't have to pay him.
So Reggie Jackson is what, a floor general now?
Never said he was a floor general. He's just a point guard that I would pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's better point guards that we can pick, but at this point, I'm clearly, with the guys that I picked, I'm going for a guard that won't be here forever. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a stopgap in a way to bring whoever is behind him along. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm bringing up guys like Reggie Jackson and Kyle Lowry, some guys who can give us the right experience for the playoffs. What was you gonna say?
I want to look at. I use the little fantasy thing to compare players' numbers and stuff. I'm just curious. I want to look at Reggie Jackson versus, of course, Elfrid. Not that.
Well, what do you think about a Cameron Payne?
You're gonna fall into that trap. That was the other name that I heard it earlier today.
Cameron Payne. I don't know why. I just don't.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I heard that name earlier, and I was kind of intrigued. He attacks the basket very well. He can shoot the ball.
Cameron Payne just reminds me of that kid that comes to the park with mad energy, and he's just like really annoying. But
I'll take it. Now, will I bring him in
but he's the point guard for the Knicks, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the problem with Cam is, will he be your starter? And are you comfortable with him? Like, I don't mind signing Cam, but you gonna bring him in as a starter? I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially over Quickly, over Vildoza, over Rose. Like, I don't see that happening. But I do like Cameron Payne. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
It's the same thing like Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson fell off. He was just young and erratic, and then he fell off, and then all of a sudden he figured it out. Cameron Payne been in this league for a long time too. He haven't done nothing, and then out of nowhere he gets Chris. Well, this is I think it's like his second or third time playing with Chris Paul. I think, right? Because I think he played with OKC with him, and he played with Houston with Cameron Payne. So anyway, he's like his protege. So now he just figured it out all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden he's a good player.
Right.
You got to be careful with those type of guys too.
It's disgusting. I'm just not hitting the chat. What's going on, chat? If you're in chat, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I got some people in there. I see my man Izzy in here. What's going on? I see Victor Davis. What's going on from the TFE family? My man, what's going on? How you doing?
He's asking about Sexton.
He's asking about Sexton. I was going to bring that up.
He wasn't on that list though.
No. Well, this is free. That's because that's free agency. Sexton will have to be through trade. IQ's USA Select experience is going to be crucial. First steps to build a rep. This was a big thing for me. The only thing about that is now that he's been, I think his Tracy, I think what it called Trace something. with the protocol stuff. He's not actually he didn't test positive for COVID. But because he interacted with the guys who did test positive, that they had to sit him. So I'm not sure how much practice he will get to have with USA Select and how long they will be practicing, because it might be done by the time he's done with this protocol thing. Which I think.
Let me ask you something. Back to the Reggie Jackson. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How many games did he miss this season?
I'm not sure off the top.
Was it a lot?
Reggie Jackson? Does it say? Let's check. Let's see.
Because I'm looking at the numbers that him compared, and they have him. His overall, his season total, and his averages are better than Elfrid Payton, but whose isn't, right? So,
exactly.
but he's a better free throw shooter. Who's not better than Elfrid as a free throw shooter? Field goal percentage is almost the same. He's 45%. Elfrid is 43% field goal percentage. Reggie Jackson makes way more three-pointers, and he attempts way more. Still better, 43% three-point. Elfrid was a Harvard, 28%. But Reggie Jackson only scored 715 points.
Mm-hmm. In the regular season, right?
In the regular season, Elfrid scored 639.
I think
he must have missed a whole bunch of games. Elfrid
he played 67 out of 72, and he only averaged 23 minutes a game.
Right.
And only started 43 games too.
Reggie honestly didn't really get a lot of burn until the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying, because the points, it shows that he's a better scorer, but he don't have that many more points. He's got less steals, less blocks than Elfrid, but not by much. He has a lot less turnovers, but who wouldn't have less turnovers?
Yeah, exactly. And that's tough. That's really tough.
So I say that to say these numbers aren't blowing me away. Of course, if we
have
the average numbers, they have Elfrid ranked 366, and they have Reggie Jackson. This is according to Yahoo. His rank was 182. But I don't know if Reggie Jackson is that guy.
Well, in the playoffs, he averaged 17, 3, and same percentages and at 32 minutes a game.
Also, let me just say this: as far as Reggie or any other player, I don't want nobody shining in the regular season and the playoffs come and motherfuckers turn into like that regular average player. Like
we've seen that before too many times.
I always used to say that about, like, if you look at what's my man, Rajon Rondo, always turned into playoff Rondo when the playoffs came. He was like a whole other dude.
Right. Which is why I do appreciate what Reggie did do in the playoffs. Not to be my starting point guard for the future. I just like Reggie. I'm a fan of Reggie Jackson. There's a lot of other guys when I listen.
Dante, could get him with this misspell again. He out here doing shit. Peyton is the best point guard in the guard. So
come on, bro. Come on, bro. You gonna be trolling? We gonna put you on the screen. You sound like that, baby boy.
It's like Pootie Tang.
Come on, baby Paul.
Sadate. Best point guard in the guard.
It's hot outside. Yeah, it's hot too.
Yeah, it's hot too. It's hot too.
Yeah, it's hot too. So I want to talk about what Victor had posted in the chat. And Victor said, why will we not approach Cleveland about Sexton? They have Garland, who they see as their future point guard over him. Now, my thing with Colin Sexton, I want to see Colin Sexton up close for myself, because I
kind of want to see that too. Is he a floor general? Is he considered a floor general?
Not a floor general. Nah, he's a point guard. He's a point guard. Yeah, he's just and that's part of the reason why I'm not huge on Colin, because he's gonna get his, and that's not what I'm worried about. I think it's more about how he meshes with this team. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big thing for us. Would I be opposed to getting Colin Sexton? Age, talent, window? Absolutely not. I'm not opposed to getting Colin. If they made that move and we traded up for, I don't know what Dre's laughing. I'm gonna get to in a second.
I'm thinking about the shit you just said. It's hot. I said it's hot too.
It's hot too. But yeah, I crazy. Colin Sexton. If they can make a move, what are they, Vic? If you know off bat, where are the Cleveland Cavaliers in the lottery? Or do you know, Ebru? Where are they in the lottery?
They got the third pick.
Ain't they trading up or something? I think they're trying to get the
only
first pick
they have.
Let me see.
They're trying to trade up for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, that's the only pick they have in the first round. But yeah, I did hear that they're talking about trading with Detroit. Actually sending Sexton over there.
Yeah,
and trying to get that first pick.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I did hear that Detroit was open to trading the first pick as well. So, that doesn't really surprise me that much. And I heard that on the lottery night. But
Josh, yeah, Native Son made a good point about Reggie Jackson. He said he did have Kawhi and Paul George on the court.
For a fact. And well, this is the thing. Reggie Jackson being on the floor as your third or fourth best player is fine with me because he's the kind of guy that fits into that role. He's not going to look to be more than your third or fourth best guy. He's not looking to be the star. He's going to come and get a bucket whenever you need a bucket. And he's going to play aggressive. Huh?
I don't think he can be.
He can't be what?
The number one option or the number two star. I don't think he has it in him. I think
we saw that in Detroit, and that didn't amount to much.
I think even third is a bit much, but
facts.
But about 4 or 5 is about right, because he's not a liability.
Right. And now, if he's averaging 10 point something points per game, he's your your fourth or fifth best player. How much are you going to pay that guy? You don't got to really pay him that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he had a good finals run, but it is what it is. Sometimes your contract is based off of your play up until that point and how many years you've been in the league. So that's just how the cookie crumbles, which is why he falls into the box for me. You know what I'm saying? There are some other guys on the list. Lonzo, he's a very, very close third. I do like Lonzo. Don't think that I don't like Lonzo. Anybody? I do like.
But
Lonzo.
You pick Reggie over Lonzo.
Yeah, because Reggie attacks the basket. That's big to me, bro. That is huge. Looking at Elfrid Payton and how easy he got to the basket.
Everybody got that thing in their game where they could do better. I mean,
no, but when you're a point guard, you have to either be a great shooter or great at attacking the basket. You can't be bad.
You got to be a shooter now.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be just a shooter.
You have to be a shooter in this league.
Not just
you know what, Chris Paul. You know what? It's got to be part of your arsenal. I can't
necessarily
right now. Like if you look at Chris Paul, that dude's mid range is deadly.
For a fact. No. Now, okay. There's a difference between not being able to. Now, Elfrid was a net negative when it came to shooting. If he was a 0 at shooting, we probably wouldn't be ragging on him as much. But the fact that he was a negative, and then he couldn't get to the basket and finish, it's like, why is he here?
He just couldn't finish.
He couldn't finish. He could get to the basket. He could not finish. And that's something that I'm looking at when it comes to Lonzo. Lonzo can get, if he can't get to the basket, are you that much better than Elfrid Payton?
Yeah.
You can shoot an open three. Right. Now that you would have to run pick and roll every single time for him to be effective.
Not every time. Jesus Christ. He can shoot a little bit.
What is Lonzo doing with the ball in his hand in the ISO situation?
Yeah, he's more of a spot-up shooter.
Yeah, he's a spot-up. He can knock the. It's unfair because Elfrid is so horrible. It's hard to compare. But.
Well, right, which is why I don't even like bringing up Elfrid because it's so easy to go there. But when I do bring up Elfrid, I'm not talking about how bad he was. I'm just pointing out the fact that Elfrid would not have been so bad for us if he would. Like the only reason why Tom Thibodeau played him is because he still attacked the basket. It's the only reason why he played him. He still.
And then all of a sudden he stopped attacking the basket.
And then he stopped attacking the basket. He started standing in the corner. And then it was like, well, all right, we already got tired of you. Now it's like, all right, bro, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. But
what about leadership though? Leadership and killer instinct. What do you think? Do you think Lonzo Ball has that?
No, neither.
I don't think so.
Neither.
So killer instinct?
No, he definitely doesn't have killer instinct. Like I love the talent of Lonzo. I love the passing. It looks nice.
I don't know if he's gonna be a floor general.
Like a leader of men. I don't know if he can inspire the guys to play better.
Right? Like you would respect him.
Not anytime soon.
See, this is what I think Chris Paul did to that team, and even Kyle Lowry when he was in the playoffs.
Reggie Jackson definitely ain't no fucking floor general either, though. To be fair,
but he's tough though.
But he's tough.
He ain't no floor general.
Well, it can't. That can't.
You need a comb, though, right?
You can't do all that. I can't do that.
Imagine
he like, listen, if you're gonna win a championship, though.
You said what, Rick?
I said if you're gonna win a championship, you gotta have all that, though. I mean, look at the championship point guards. Look at Chris Paul right now. I'm so impressed with him.
I mean, you know who else was a championship point guard?
Oh,
Kyle Lowry.
I mean, look, I get that. You put Kyle Lowry and Reggie Jackson. I'm just getting on you because I want to see where Kyle Lowry. I totally understand. He's just older, and I'm just afraid they're gonna pay him for being an old cat, and we're gonna have him for 2 years.
Yeah, and then the word that you used that I think is very important was the word was.
Was what?
He was a championship point guard.
Oh yeah. I mean, Kyle Lowry's not going to bring you nowhere by himself.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had that shit. I mean, the way Kawhi showed up.
Kawhi.
But I mean,
but he did have a few runs at it before.
When Chris Paul was the best player on any of his teams, they never went to the finals.
That's
so
true.
It's true. He's a crafty dude.
It's all about what you bring to the. It's all about what you bring to the table and who you have. I think the biggest thing for us, we need shot creation. We need someone who can hit a buck, who hit a shot off the dribble. That doesn't need to get. They don't need to be set up just to make a basket. You know what I'm saying? Spence does that, and this is why he's number one on my list. If I really had to make a number two on that list, it would have to be Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? And we've talked about why.
What about the threes though? What's up? What you trying to do?
We're gonna talk about the threes right now. Just going over to that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ring right here is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about
Trevor Ariza. Let's go.
You
so, I didn't even know he was still in the league.
Bro, you know when I realized the last thing I heard about Trevor Ariza was when Chris Paul was talking about, yeah, my boy Ariza was over the house and that's like my best friend. He was just talking about him the other day. I'm like, yo, Trevor Ariza still plays basketball?
He's on the Heat.
He is on the Heat.
I seen him in the game. I was like,
Trev.
I didn't know.
I was like, oh shit, Trev's like
took over. But you know, as Knicks fans, we always got a little soft spot for Trev. So it is what
he's
it
been
is.
in the league forever though.
He's been in the league for a long ass time.
That's not even Giannis. That's
yeah.
Who wants him?
2005.
We don't want him again.
He's a good hype man.
All right, now hold on. I want to go to Dre first and see who your first two.
Why you say that?
Because I just want to hear the two you gonna say. Go ahead.
Nah. I want Derrick Jones Jr. and Doug McDermott.
You bugging? All right, now for real, I want to hear some two real pieces that you want to see. Come on, let's talk about it. I know who you gonna say. I know one of them, and I know you're gonna say it.
Yeah, no shit.
You know,
Jamal Morgan and Duncan Robinson.
All right, so we're gonna go. All right, Eru, who are your two guys that you think? Because Dre don't want to talk right now, obviously.
Nah, look. I'll tell you. I don't even know if it's fair to say Kawhi Leonard. That would be like a dream come true.
No, why not? It's a free agent.
But the only thing I don't like about Kawhi, I don't think. Well, first of all, he's getting that money. That $34 million, he's getting that,
and he earned it.
They giving him that. Only thing I don't like.
Get more than that.
Right.
Yeah.
So the only thing I don't like about that with Kawhi, with our coach, I don't know if it's gonna happen. There would be a huge clash. He's not taking no fucking games.
That load management. Well, before the start of the finals, before game one, is it Adam Silver? Is that his name? Yes, yeah. Adam Silver. Adam Silver was talking about, the state of the NBA, and one of the questions asked was load management and how effective is it? And he basically was saying the verdict is still out on how effective load management is to helping you extend your, either your career or how many games you play per season. And he was even saying that there's still evidence that doesn't show, as well as it does show, that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's either or. It depends on the player. It depends on the guy.
You could take 4 games off and get injured the next game you come out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think it enhances anything. I don't think it saves you. I don't think
it's unfair to the fans. It's ridiculous.
Right.
You gotta stay sharp too,
And put that and if that's the case, you can have those games, but you're giving that money back. You're not playing a load management game. Let me get that back.
Oh, easy, Vic. Easy.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be in the next CBA. With like if they're gonna be load management, they're gonna have to get some money back.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you giving. Like if Thibodeau comes out and they say, yo, we need to rest this dude, let him play 5 minutes and then bench him. Something like that. But you ain't going to take the whole night off. That's right. If we need you and the game is close, get your ass in there and get us a W real quick. Like, that's what needs to happen. So anyway, my next guy, I think, really quick, it's a tie. We call it Cats Overtrained. What are you talking about? Not sure how to.
What are you talking about in terms of
like load management,
load management, and all that? Like, if you don't overtrain, you wouldn't have to do.
Cats overtrained.
Yeah. You got to stay sharp though, man. You got to get shots up every day. You got to stay loose.
I don't think you could overtrain. I think the type of training you do can wear on you, but I don't think you could overtrain.
Yeah, because Steph Curry shoots 5 million shots a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say training is the game. The game is how you train.
What's killing the game is that plyometric stuff. All that plyometric stuff that they do. That I think that's killing the guys.
Yeah.
All that jump training, going through the cones and all this other bullshit.
Yeah. Do that shit again. What they do?
do the cones, doing all that stuff, with the rubber bands and all that. Sometimes you just keep it simple. Just get shots up.
They cutting and doing all of that during practice too, unless they have something like what they say. LeBron James buys $1 million worth of wine and he sits in it because the wine does something for your body. What's all that?
Amari used to do that.
Yeah, all of that. But to get to my second one, this one I is a close one because I know Josh was waiting for me to say Kelly Oubre.
You already know it,
and I like Kelly Oubre because of his attitude. He's like another Julius Randle, just like a little nutcakes where you kind of not sure. But I would like to see what it would look like if we had Derrick Jones Jr. I like him, young dude. That would be interesting to see. I don't know if he's the game changer for us at that position. Is he even starting? What was he? He was with but he was with Miami too.
No, he was in Portland last.
Portland, that's when he ended up in Portland, right? One of them red and black teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was in Portland. But I like Kelly Oubre mostly because when you look at Reggie Bullock, the thing I hated, I say this over and over and over again, the thing I hated about Reggie Bullock, not aggressive at all.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre gonna come in there and dunk on somebody. You know what I'm saying? He coming down there. He might not shoot as good as Reggie, but he gonna make it up with going to the basket, cutting and dunking on somebody. Because we don't always need those threes. One thing I hate about this league, now it's a shooters league. Everybody, you watched that game last night, the Suns game? We get a rebound, somebody shooting a three. You get a rebound, somebody shooting another three. It's like, damn, like that's the only shot in the game.
Well, we can't be mad at that because that is where the league is going. If we try to move the opposite way,
you up 10. This is the thing. You up 10, 12 points. You know how like some dudes like the Knicks used to do, they play not to lose as opposed to still playing and setting up. Right. Yo, these dudes is like playing like, yo, you can't knock down the three. Like what's his name? What's his name with the locks that he got tied up in the back over there on the
Jay
Crowder.
Yeah.
Like the dude is tired, he's just jacking up threes. Yo, step inside a couple feet and shoot a jumper. Like everybody's shooting the 3-pointer.
You know what Jay Crowder is to me?
Who?
He is a rich man's Reggie Bullock.
Right. Jay Crowder, but he's heavier, he's stronger. You see, he was defending Giannis though. He was out there putting a big body on Giannis.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the aggression, where Kelly Oubre is another one, I think is just gonna be jacking up threes. I do think he's gonna be there.
My thing with Kelly Oubre is I feel like he gonna try to dunk on somebody literally every play, and I think that might be his downfall.
That's why I said he's gonna try to. I think he thinks he's better than he actually is.
I'm with it.
I can't be with it at 15 million, 15, 20 million. I can't. No, I'm not with it for 15, 20 mil, bro. We can't do no experiment. We can't be doing no.
Not for the Knicks.
That's not the point. It's not the point. We have to use the money to make the right team.
He also might be looking to get more like Instagram followers than anything,
Exactly.
You're trying to build up his image.
Tsunami Poppy out there.
Tsunami Poppy. Bro, and there's a real like contingent of the LGBT community that every single time he posts a picture, they go crazy in his comments. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because to me, it looks like he's looking for the attention. So I'm like, yo, dude, do you want to play basketball? You want to be like... Yeah, I mean, what do you call it?
Here's the thing about why I like Kelly Oubre. I'm not even really going on past performance in terms of what I feel like. I feel like he's the right guy for the city.
At the starting spot or the backup three?
I think. Well, if Reggie Bullock is start again, we got a low bar.
Which is why we have to be careful here. This is why I never really liked the Oubre conversation.
If that's the case, I like to go with a younger dude, Derrick Jones Jr. He's serious, slam dunk contest, all types of shit like that. But not that he's like Doug McDermott could shoot like Reggie Bullock, but I ain't picking him. Who else they got in here? Jared Dudley. I don't even know why he in the league anymore. Who else we got at Thanasis? I don't even know why he in there. Who cares? Duncan Robinson might be the only.
That's the guy who I was going to choose. Like I like
Duncan Robinson is nice,
especially if you have Randall on the team and you get somebody like Kawhi or whatever, who's going to be in the, or even if we hold on to what's his name, young dude.
Yeah, Oubre trying to model out here.
Who the young? Oh, quickly?
Yeah, I don't get it. No, not quickly. RJ.
RJ,
who need to be inside. You don't need another person. It's like Duncan Robinson. I think he plays well. He can shoot. That would, from this list, he definitely would be one of the two.
You don't think though with some coaching that Oubre probably, if he fits in, like I don't think they're gonna go get him if he can't be coached.
I
don't think he can be coached.
The elk that he's cut from is the J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I don't think he can be coached.
That's what I like about J.R. Smith. But J.R. Smith couldn't focus.
Bro, you see where J.R. ended up after he ran the opposite way
with a real player.
No, I'm talking about after that.
Oh yeah, he out
overseas.
He was gone.
Ever since he did that stupid play where his brain went out and he ran to the opposite direction. This is the kind of guy that he's cut from that mold. You know what I'm saying?
This is your job. You got to be aware, man.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But
that was his problem. He was just in the NBA. He was just playing the game because he could play.
He was there untying shoelaces.
We're not gonna stop.
I love JR. Shout out to JR because I loved watching him play. It was just the extra shit.
Then he tried to have his brother in there, guaranteed contract. Like, get him out of here.
No, I'm not mad at him for that. I'm mad at the front office for allowing him to get his brother on the roster. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Come on, bro.
Who's that? Steve Mills? Was that Steve Mills doing that?
It had to be.
Steve Mills.
It had to be. Yeah, it was Steve Mills. It was definitely Steve Mills. So who are the two people
right after that? I just said, who sucked?
Yo,
I said, Steve, that's J.R. Smith, brother. He got a contract.
Like, what you doing?
Yo, come here. What's his contract?
It's over. I'd have been like, yo, what's your name?
Well, I'm Chris, man. You know, little Chris.
Like, yo, come on.
He'd have been like, I'm Chris, man. What's going on? I'm like, yo, back
up. J.R. Smith, like, that's my brother. You be like,
your brother, yo, Steve, let me see you in my office, bro.
Steve, who's responsible for this?
What are you doing? And he was gone like a year later. He didn't go.
They got regular Joe in here now.
Oh, Joe's in here? What's up, Joe? He said, you gonna come in 47 minutes later talking about your. Victor Davis came in here and set it straight for you already, bro. Like, come on. It's like, what's going on, Joe? My boy B from the TFE family.
Victor did mention Collins. I don't see him leaving ATL.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to skip your comment, Vic. We're better off going after Collins from ATL. The reason why I'm not doing that is because of the power forward position. You already got Obi, you already got Julius Randle there, and the contract he wants a max contract. I'm not paying John Collins a max contract, just not yet. And he's done some things there well. He fits with Trae Young. I think they should spend that money on him. But I'm not paying John Collins. What is this? 4 years, $100 million?
He's due for something like that. Yeah.
You doing $25 million a year for John Collins?
John Collins been putting up nice numbers for years since he's been on my fantasy team. He's putting up numbers. He's doubling on a regular basis.
25?
I don't know if a team got it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Only because of how much.
We don't need him, but a team got it.
Yeah, a team got it. There you go. A team got it. I mean, if you're trading Julius and you're gonna bring somebody in to replace Julius, I can see you going there, but I don't see that because we already got a logjam at the 4th spot. As much as there may be something to Obi not being here next year because he might be able to be better somewhere. I don't see us getting rid of Obi.
They better not get rid of Obi. I did the podcast on he better not get rid of Obi.
straight up and down. Let me see. Gonzaga's Kispert is more efficient option. Now we're gonna talk draft on a different one, but Native Son. What's going on, Native Son? Once again, Gonzaga's Kispert. Corey Kispert
Did you say Native Son?
Native Son.
Native Son 45.
Yeah, right.
It sounded like you said Native Tongue.
My Native Son is English. Did you hear that in English? I don't know if you heard that in English or not. Nah, but I'm messing with you. Corey Kispert is a more cost-efficient option than Robinson. Yeah, I think they're really gonna bring the same thing.
If that's the draft, if we're going through the draft now,
if we're going through the draft,
about trades, yeah.
These guys don't know too much about Corey Kispert. He played for Yeah, he played for Gonzaga. White dude. He reminds me a lot of Klay Thompson. I like Kispert, and just like Joe,
Ooh.
I was speaking to Joe earlier. I spoke to Joe about Kispert about 2 weeks ago, and the first thing Joe told me was, he said, "I don't want no slow for the white boys on my team." And I understand what he was trying to say, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I I like Kispert, but I don't like him with my first pick. If he's the only pick, just like Joe said, he came around, and that's why I mentioned Joe, because he came around and said, I do like Kispert, but if he's my second pick in the draft, if I were to make 2 picks in the draft, I would pick Kispert. And I understand him doing that because there's a lot of guys who we can go after that are way better shot creators for themselves than Kispert. I wouldn't go and make him my number 1 pick, like my first pick in the lottery. But we'll talk about Kispert. We'll get some footage because a lot of these guys don't really know exactly what to look for Kispert. But where were we? We were talking about Oubre and a lot of these other guys. So yeah, what are the 2 guys that you mentioned, Rick? Did you go at all?
I'd say Duncan Robinson. I liked him. And I said Kawhi, but I don't think that's realistic. So if we're gonna go realistic, I really don't love this list like the other one.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is why we might go more in the draft for the wing. In my opinion, I feel like we would go more for the point guard in the free agency, just off experience.
And I would have to look at tape of Derrick Jones Jr. because I'm not really familiar with how he plays, and Dre seems to like him. So
he's a small forward version of Mitchell Robinson.
That sounds promising.
Yeah,
he's short though. He's like 6'5".
Is he? I thought so. Yeah.
They got him listed at 6'5", but he just jumps out the gym. So it makes it seem like he's taller.
He won the slam dunk the controversial slam dunk contest.
Yeah.
Yo,
he's a good player. He's at the right age too. I think he's like 23, 24.
That's what I'm saying. 24. He's young. I feel like if you see the number he asked if, let's say if he gets 10, I don't know.
Bro, but I can't.
Is he coachable?
Yeah, he's young. He's not.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes. I just don't know.
What you mean?
Because young doesn't mean coachable. It just means.
Right.
I think I think you come to a team like New York and you play for a coach like Thibodeau, and if the Knicks are doing well, everybody's gonna be happy.
Well, he played 2 seasons for Miami, and they put them through like that fit test and all that
fitness thing. So, but Thibodeau's the same type of.
Yeah, if you could last 2 years in Miami, then you're a good basketball player.
Straight.
Yeah.
I'm not picking Jones with my first 2 picks. I would like for him.
He's not a shooter or nothing like that, though.
No, I mean, even if he's not a shooter, I wouldn't pick him with my first 2 picks because he's not someone who's going to put the ball in the basket. Like, let's look at.
He's got potential for the future, Rick.
He's got potential for the future, but I'm gonna just sound off on his last few games of the season.
What I like about him, real quick, if you compare him to like a draft pick, he's already been in the league. You understand? Like he still has that potential. He's been in the league. He's got the speed already.
Right.
It's a tough one because, like you said, that list really isn't good. Nobody's picking Andre Iguodala. I used to love him.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think he's a smart player. It's just he's on his way out.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna just show y'all something real quick. It was something I was just looking at, and it is, which window is it? Tab. This is what I was looking at. So when you look at this column,
the other one though.
Oh, it's still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, son, yo, you got. Oh, sit, son. You
sit, son.
Sit. So, chemistry is real, man. That's real life stuff right there.
Oh, sis.
So yeah, Derrick Jones Jr. This is what I'm looking at. This side. Now, the last 4 games, 2 points, 11 rebounds, 5 points, 0 points. Then we're gonna come down here.
11 points, you mean? You said 11 rebounds.
Yeah, you said 11 rebounds.
11 rebounds. 2 points, 11 points, 5 points, 0 points. Now, in April, that I'm hoping this was his worst stretch of the season. But in April, he averaged 3 points.
But he wasn't starting, was he?
He wasn't starting. He was averaging around 13 minutes a game. They did kind of have him in the corner learning how to take that spot up 3-point shot, which he did. I think the game we did beat them. I think both times. Did we beat them both times? Portland? No, I think we only beat them one time. But the games that we did play against Portland, Derrick Jones Jr. was in the corner on offense. He was waiting for that three, because no one's going to guard him out there. And I mean, it was almost like every time he stood in the corner, he was wide open because nobody was going to guard him there. And, at least they're trying to get that in his game because maybe he won't go through so many stretches of 0-0-6-4, 0-0-9-5-2, 6-2. It's a concern to me. You know what I mean? I would love for him to be the second guy, off the bench. That would be a great guy off the bench, which is basically the same role that he had in Portland. But, I can't really go too far with that. You know what I mean? But that's all I have to really say on Derrick Jones Jr. But I want to go back to this list here so you guys can finish up. You said Rick, you said Duncan Robinson and who else?
I said Kawhi, but it's not realistic by choosing Kawhi. But as far as the talent that's on this list, Kawhi, for you not to mention Kawhi is kind of dumb.
It'd be stupid, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like a given kind of.
Yeah, it's like saying who's your best player, who's your favorite player ever.
If we were to get Kawhi, right, and we got, I'd take Lowry if we had Kawhi. They already did together. So Lowry and Kawhi, that we automatically in the championship conversation. I don't know if automatically you still got the Bucks, you still got the Nets. 29% 3-point shooter.
None of those.
Hey, he got potential. Stop it.
Yeah, but he's young, so.
See, we can't keep doing that.
No. Because that's Joshua's favorite line when we talk about RJ Barrett.
Yeah, RJ Barrett. He's proven he's better than all these other bums that you're talking about.
He improved the very next season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So,
it's different with
Derrick Jones,
and the coaching staff has a lot to do with player development. So also,
but that's what I'm saying about New York. I just think that it's not like what they did last season is necessarily going to determine what they're going to do the next or whatever the case. Right. Again, this list is not the dopest list ever. Yeah. Maybe Nicholas Batum is a better 3-point shooter than Derrick Jones. He's not a better jumper. There's like all these things. Nobody wants fucking Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, he's like a space filler. He's your two players injured. All right, Nick.
But like you said, I don't know if Duncan Robinson is the closest type of player to Reggie Bullock. That's probably better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we could get as far as we got with him, so Duncan Robinson. But for all that, I'm taking Kelly Oubre. If not Kawhi Leonard. I feel like Kelly Oubre would be the most fun, most interesting thing if it developed into something good. I feel like he has potential. I think a lot of times these teams, he did well with the Wizards. Then he went over there into the Golden State and he did okay.
Yeah, he had the ball in his hands a little bit more on the Wizards. So
Wizards, right?
Yeah, that worked better for him.
Yeah. So
what about you? Yeah, what about you, Eru? With the two you got going on?
Just to throw some extra names in there, you got Otto Porter Jr. So, one of you guys mentioned that, Otto Porter. I mean, Otto Porter is like who we thought like Kevin Knox should be by now. At least be able to shoot the three, at least be able to finish inside a little bit. What's another guy? James Johnson is a guy I think that might come in here just to be like a grunt. Will Barton I like a lot. That's another guy. Yeah, outside of that, man, you're talking about like I like JaMychal Green, but he's more like a power forward.
JaMychal's on this list?
Well, not on your list. I'm looking at the same thing, but I'm just looking at forwards in general.
Yeah.
Stanley Johnson's another guy that's there too that still got potential.
I like Stanley. I always did like Stanley, but he hasn't really shown me yet much. But I do like Stanley Johnson.
Yeah. Outside of that, it's not really a lot to choose from with this list, man.
Not like that guy. When you think about that position being a difference for this season, again, the Knicks did well with like two guys that didn't deserve being starters in this league. But I don't, Stanley, we like him, man. I think Stanley's pretty cool. Or what's you call it that I mentioned earlier, Otto Porter Jr. But I don't know if that's the guy that's putting you, because now we're talking about getting into the playoffs now. Now, how these guys doing when we get to the playoffs? You know what I mean? That's why Kawhi is so important, because now you got the hands of somebody.
Yeah.
to score other than
capable.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Duncan Robinson, we know he could score.
Yeah, out of Porter, I don't think you feel too confident with him being your starter, you know?
Right.
Maybe off the bench.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing with Kelly Oubre. I think he's gonna be a lot of fun. He's gonna be dunking on people's heads. He might shoot better this season. You don't know. He's not been that consistent yet, but he's dunking on somebody's heads. He's great for getting the crowd into it. That's what I think for sure. I
don't know. I think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd still like to bring Reggie off the bench though.
Yeah, I mean it depends on who else you bring in the draft and who else becomes a free agent. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys
at the 3. Well, have Kevin Knox come off the bench at the 3.
He could.
Okay.
Now, but we need that starter though, man.
Did y'all see that footage of Kevin Knox doing the workout?
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about none of that.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna do it today. I'm not playing with y'all.
No, Josh. So he gonna be nice this year.
Yo, I want to believe in Knox, so I hope that's the case. I feel like we can really use him.
Josh, you put up the footage when his first summer league. You put up that footage.
You seen it on Twitter, right?
Yeah, the summer league where they said you thought he was gonna shine. He was knocking it down. He was killing them out there.
He looked like a killer. He looked like he was going to be a killer for us.
He's capable. I don't know if he's too much in his head.
He's scared.
He's a capable player.
I'm gonna tell you.
He got all the tools. He got all the tools.
He got it. Yeah, he's athletic. He got a shot. Like I don't know.
This is what I'm saying about Kelly Oubre. That's exactly what I like about Kelly Oubre. I'd rather you be overconfident.
But yeah, I think he makes bad decisions.
So does Julius. So does what's his name? Julius.
My bad. Did y'all hear music playing in the background?
Yeah.
No.
Very, very, very slightly.
Very slightly, right? Because I kept hearing it, and I'm like, and then I take my headphone off, and it's playing right here, and I'm like, oh, that was me. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all this. Footage came out earlier this week.
I want to see it. Don't nobody want to see it, Cap?
I want to see it. I want to see
it. No, it's not bad footage. Not bad footage.
It's great footage. It's a movie he's never gonna do in a live game.
But yeah, it's like when Mitch came out shooting jump shots from 3-point, crossing people and stuff.
Crossing his cousins though. It's like that was like the fresh air fun that he had.
Yo, he is not lying right now. He is not lying. We thought he was Diet KD. No bullshit. We thought he was Diet KD. And Joe with another great point. I'm taking a hard pass on all of these free agent wings, bro.
But we have to choose. You have to choose two. Joe, we have to choose two. Choose two right now because you have to. Gun to the head. You gotta choose two.
I never told you guys mine. Before we talk about Knox, I'm gonna just go into my two real quick. My two is Will Barton. That's my number one guy. I mean, outside of Kawhi, we're not gonna really mention Kawhi.
Right, exactly.
Will Barton's my number one guy because of he's two-way player.
He's so good, man. He's just a really good basketball player.
Really good. He's really good. You're looking at what he does. This past season, he was a little bit hurt, but the season before that, he averaged 15 points, 0.5 blocks, 1.1 steals, 3.7 assists. Will Barton, 3.7 assists.
I almost feel like I didn't see that name there, but I'm still feeling saying other names. Will Barton is somebody.
Will Barton he's the guy. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, you're glad to have him on your team because he's going to do something on both ends of the floor. He's all effort.
That boy, he's chasing you down. He's blocking your shot from behind.
Yeah. He's smart too.
In the half court, in the full court, he's not somebody you want to have trying to defend you. Like
I think Thibodeau would love Will Barton.
He loved Will Barton.
Absolutely.
He'd never come off the floor. He'd be getting 35 minutes a game.
Right, and I mean, Will Barton. No bullshit. To be honest, he will because I'm gonna tell you something. Will Barton did come out earlier this year. I don't know why. He did say something about. I am a starter in this league or something. I don't know why he said it. If it had anything to do with his role, but if we're talking about somebody who has injuries in his history, he's only making $13 million. So let's say max we give him $15 million per.
Dang, I wish I could only make that.
That's the great signing, if you ask me, bro. To bring what he's gonna bring, locker room guy. Two-way player, knows how to read the game. That's in terms of
Definitely boost the IQ of the team. Yeah.
IQ. Yeah, I'm picking him. And as my second guy, I couldn't find a name on this list. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't
That's what we're saying this whole list, but
it's a tough list.
I feel embarrassed that I didn't mention Will Barton before. I feel like I just must have glazed right past his name on there.
I'll tell you this. If we get a 2 that can score very well, which would make RJ our starting 3, I wouldn't mind bringing Andre Iguodala in. Honestly, if we're talking about a playoff team, we're talking about 50-50 plays.
You talking about 40-year-old Andre Iguodala?
Yeah, you saw what he did last year. Did you see what he did this year? Like he
didn't do shit. What he did?
And how much you gonna get him for?
I mean, how much is he getting paid right now? If you look at Andre Iguodala, he's not getting paid $15 million. That's not happening. Let's just throw it out.
He's a vet minimum guy.
He's getting a veteran minimum, and I'm paying him the veterans minimum to come in $5 million.
I mean, he went extra hard too.
He plays extra hard. He's all IQ.
He does. He's smart.
He's a smart guy, and I mean, not every guy that you have on your team has to be a scorer. Well, you got to have some guys that put the work.
I was gonna say he went extra hard just to diss the Knicks, man. I forgot when he got traded, before he got traded to Memphis. Like he had made like some comment like, "Who's gonna go to the Knicks?" Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
and then they traded him to Memphis. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Back then, I wasn't going to the Knicks neither, because I think that wasn't that around like that was pre-Melo. No, that wasn't pre-Melo. Was it pre-Melo?
No, but it still was like a low point for us, man. We were like in the gutter at the time.
It was none of that stuff means anything. Like if anybody had to choose a bad team in the NBA, I think the Knicks is just like low hanging fruit. Like everybody knows that they struggle. So
yeah.
I don't mean anything. I know people who don't even watch basketball talking about, the Knicks suck. That's because they hear that everywhere. So
you didn't say Kawhi. I thought Kawhi was one of your favorites.
No, I did. I said
he said what? He said Kawhi.
I mean, we're obviously gonna go Kawhi if he's available. I mean, that's.
What's the chances you think that's gonna happen? Next to 0?
I don't know how much he wants to stay in LA.
They're gonna go crazy if he come out talk about how unhappy he is.
But I would put it at around.
The owner is his team
20,
is like
25%.
The 9th person in history to make to be worth $100 billion though.
Yeah, who's Steve Ballmer?
Yeah.
That's
what happens when you down with Microsoft.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
$100 billion for what? You doing all that? Yo, I could borrow 25 million.
25,000, man. Shit, I'm quitting my job if I get 25,000. Shit.
Shoot.
Yeah. Crazy me, like yo, Steve, you got an extra 25 million laying around. I could borrow. Yeah, 25 million here. I carry that in my pocket.
Yep, Joe. Who's the other person from this list? You have to choose 2 people. You only chose Will Barton. Who's the other?
You saying that like he gonna respond live, like he gonna.
I know, right?
Yeah. Because he's like, Cap, you gotta get a hotline. Yeah, what happened to Cap? Cap, you need a hotline.
I don't know. He's thinking about something.
Yeah, he's like this. Yo, matter of fact.
You can bring it. Brad Zegers back.
Oh no. Well, Brad Zegers. He went to G League, right?
Yeah.
He ain't ready. He ain't ready for the big time. Again, like this is one of them things. You got to get somebody who, when it comes to the playoffs, they could do things. Because that right there is a big deal. That regular season stuff, that's not cutting it. That really ain't cutting it. Oh, Cap must have lost. That must have been the weather.
Yeah.
Did it rain? He said it's raining it's raining up here by us.
It's always raining by him though.
Where you at, Eru? You in the city, right?
Yeah, I'm in Queens. It's been raining like a mother like the last couple of days. It was like damn near flooding every street corner.
Yeah.
Man, it was, man. You saw that happened in the Bronx. People trying to crawl through the.
Yeah, I was driving through it, man.
Getting the train.
Yeah, I was driving through it. It was literally like that. Almost every other corner was like that.
Yeah, dudes in the Bronx had jet skis out. You saw that?
Yo, I did not, but I believe it, man.
Bronx people, they had the stop sign. Yo, dudes is out there in jet skis. I'm like, yo, where they grab the jet skis from? In the middle of the street. That ain't the first time you see that. The Bronx is a whole other.
I believe it. Shout out to everybody from the Bronx, man. I got people from the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Love you guys, but y'all a different breed, man. Yo, it's Bronx so funny too because the Bronx talk about Brooklyn like
it's crazy.
People from Brooklyn are crazy. Yeah, I'm
Bronx
like, yo,
dudes hate Brooklyn and Brooklyn dudes hate Bronx dudes.
Yo, it's so true. It's like, so true.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story while Cap is out. I'm working in the Bronx, Jerome Park, right? Reservoir up there. So I jump across the GW Bridge. I go up 87. And 87 in the morning is typically clear. I got to be at work 7, so it'll be 6:20, 6:30 in the morning. Going up 87, a few exits. So one day there was traffic on 87, and this was like during the pandemic. This was after what's his name got killed by the cop with the knee in his neck for 8 minutes, 9 minutes. And so everybody was protesting everywhere, but up in the Bronx, it ain't like nobody cared about none of that. It just seemed like so. 87 is packed, so you know me. I'm getting up. I'm hitting the streets real quick. So I'm right next to the 87. I jump off. These two dudes in Infinities ran the red light and went up this street. And then I'm like, all right, light changed right when they went up. So I went behind them. So I'm hitting the gas because now I got to make up for the traffic. I'm trying to beat the traffic up the side street. Yo, I go up the block and it's like cars stop. And it's like you see people hands up in the air. And yo, it's 6:30 in the morning. And I'm thinking like, yo, they out here protesting, right?
Yeah.
Right. Cap, you back?
Bro, we just had an internet outage.
Everything.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of your cast, yo.
Yo, I'm hardwired.
Uh-oh. He said, I'm hardwired.
Oh, they'll be back.
Oh, there you go.
Did y'all laugh again? Jesus. See, yo,
yeah.
This 100-foot wire, bro.
Look, like this, look. As
Look, and it keeps doing it. Like, what's going on here?
It's the weather, man. So you thought they were protesting, then what happened?
Yeah, so I'm out there, like, I'm flying up the block, and then the cars are stopped, and it's like one of them narrow streets. You can't get around nobody. If a car in front of you stopped, it's a wrap.
That's it, yeah.
So I'm up in the street, the side street, the service road off of 87 pretty much.
Keep going.
And as I get closer, you see all these dudes' hands is up. Yo, dudes is partying.
on where?
Yo, right off
some side street.
87. It's like the service road. When you get off 87, you get up. There's like a light. You make a left. I'm trying to beat the traffic. Yo, it's 6:30 in the morning, and these dudes is up there like this. Yo, and I'm sitting there because I'm about, the first instinct is to hit the horn. Well, I got all these Dominican cats looking at me. If you hitting the horn, I'm like, I ain't hitting this horn.
Yo, they was wilding. They was wilding for the whole pandemic, man. Over by 207 Yard, there's a gas station over there. They had the strippers out there clapping the freaking everything is out. Like,
was on the car. I'm like, yo, did this party just start or they still going on last night? I'm like, yo, what's going on out here? Yo, I was just like, and yo, they had the dudes in the Infinities was getting out the cars. Like, no wonder they ran a light. They was trying to come join the party.
Wow.
So now I'm looking back. Josh will tell you, I'm that type of dude. Like, I ain't sitting here. I look back. I'm ready to hit it and throw it in reverse. People like cabs pull up behind me.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm Bronx.
Jay would drive over a median if he had to, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm hitting the sidewalk on certain dudes. I put that one wheel up on the sidewalk. Some dude one with you know me. I'm
Jay not playing.
I ain't sitting in this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm out of here.
I'm gonna get to the crib.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I had some technical difficulties.
No, but you back?
I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back. You feel me? I'm back. Word, real talk. But
it's live TV, man.
Yeah, it's live TV. You gotta be ready for whatever. I appreciate y'all keeping it going. This is why I got y'all here, man.
I had a little story going on.
What would have happened just now if y'all wasn't here? You see what I'm saying?
No, right. The whole joint. That's it.
Love y'all, man. Real talk. But yo, y'all put the list back up for you. You might be taking a look at it. Take it down real quick.
He's running through all the stats in his head. That's why it's taking so long.
Trust me. Joe about to come here with 2 paragraphs and let you know everything on why we should and should not pick anybody outside of Low Bar. Joe ain't gonna play with you. But we're gonna do this real quick. A little sidebar. We're gonna talk about Kevin Knox because I was trying to get to that before.
Yeah. Go to video.
Yeah.
Oh, after your internet could go out again.
Actually, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I didn't do it, and then it started doing it because it would have cut us in the middle of the video, and I'd have been mad.
Because he likes Kevin Knox so much.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is who we have on our squad. No. I don't think that's the trainer. That might be the guy that's training with him.
Yeah, Jahad Carson.
Yeah. Now, just watch Knox. I'm not hating on him. Just tell me what you see.
He still got them Bambi legs.
He does have the Bambi legs.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, man.
We did.
Yeah, spoiler alert, man.
I don't want to say it too much because it's
gonna
point it out.
Let me look. Don't say nothing.
Yeah. I mean, this is a 7-minute video. You're gonna be looking at the same thing for the entire.
He didn't do what the dude just did, though.
No, that's not even the problem because he didn't have to do the same move because he asked them to make their own variation of a certain move. Is it glitching for y'all? Is it running smooth? Or?
No, it's glitching a little bit, but I still
a little bit. It's enough to see what's going on.
What's going on, right?
He ain't doing nothing special.
Now, I'm gonna say his point, and I'm not gonna sound. I'm not gonna say it in a way where. All right,
trying not to get so emotional when you say it.
First of all, I'm like 12 years ago.
I'm not like I said to Eru yesterday. I said he probably got the do-rag on because he don't got no hang time back here, so he had to let the joint flap down because there's nobody with a do-rag with the flap anyway at this point.
Hey, this footage ain't doing nothing for him or his brand or nothing. I don't know.
Bro, see, this is my thing. Now, I'm not gonna get too emotional with it, but this is my problem with Kevin Knox. It's motor, and a lot of people are not gonna understand what I'm saying, and I'm fine with that. When you practice, if you do not practice at game speed, it will not translate to the NBA. It just does not happen.
Yeah, you don't feel that in my soul, man.
Yeah, if you don't practice at game speed, look at all of these moves that Kevin Knox is doing, and look at how he's finishing at the basket. Let's see this one right here. He's gonna do that in the league? Somebody gonna let you go to the basket that soft?
Yeah, not even on a fast break.
Look, he's laying up every freaking layup, and there's nobody under there.
There's no energy with it too. After he lands, he just kind of like, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like I did it. Look.
Yeah,
it's like he's slowing down, like it's time to chill.
Yeah.
I could not have been that trainer.
And now look at him. Look at him as a contract. He's going hard.
That's why I'm pissed because he's making him look that bad. That's the difference of.
He caught him with behind. It's a nice move. Right there.
Yeah, that was a good move.
The moves is what I'm comfortable with him doing this because I want him to get comfortable with the ball in his hands. We talked about Kevin Knox and what his in-between game. He can shoot, he can dunk, but he can't do nothing in between shooting and dunking. You got to get comfortable with the ball in your hands.
That last move, did he touch it or did he put it behind his back? I mean, he put it behind his back. Did he touch it or did he swing it to the other hand?
Let me see.
It looked like he swung it.
Where we at with that? That's the 3.
I had a friend who used to do that. He used to put it behind his back. He used to tap it with this hand and pull it back up.
I think it's over for.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, he just put it in. Okay.
That was nice. Now look, there's a play. Was that 546? I was at. I remembered it. I was really studying this. All right, so right here, this nice move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that. I want to see you working on variations, getting comfortable with the ball in your hand. Look at that one more time. Look at that one more time. Because I want to start seeing you look like the rest of these NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Let me see something. I like that. That looked nice. Now, where we at? What was the other one? Was 750, 740 something?
He has a really strong form, you know. Everything that he does is really strong, but it's just that he's just so lackadaisical and just like he's just like kind of just like whatever with it, you know.
Right. He needs to put some muscle on because he looks a little frail, and I think that's what it is. Like,
they need to drop him off in Dykeman with those guys, you know, with the hookah and the freaking girls outside booty clapping all that. They need to drop him off out there, man. Play, you know.
You may not see
get some life experience or something, man.
It's
never likes his motor. I think it's a wrap for him.
In New York, I think it's a wrap for him in New York. And I also don't want to count him out, but I cheer for this guy on draft night because I like Kevin Knox. There's guys who are supposed to be good. He was supposed to be good. We didn't pick a dud. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy had talent. He has talent. It's just those little things that he's missing are the keys to getting him more minutes. Motor, drive, determination.
Yeah. He'll figure it out. Maybe.
Will he?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, all right, so boom, just that finish right there. How big is the guy guarding him? Knox is 6'9", 6'10", boom. Like, come on, bro. Really?
And like, who's in the gym with him? What gym is he at? You know, like who are these trainers that he's training with?
I don't know that, like, especially the guy. I'm not gonna talk trash about the guy. You know what I mean?
Why are they showing a clip of him getting late?
Like this, you see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just can't get with it. I cannot get with it. It bothers me when people practice at practice speed. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get him out of that habit. We have to get him out of that habit.
You got to put your mixtape side by side with that one.
We just came from the park not too long ago. I had wifey out there taking jump shots too.
So where?
Yeah.
Had your little loving basketball going on?
Nah, it was a family and basketball today.
He walked up to him and said, Let's play. I want to play you. He was like, for what? She said,
for your heart.
I've been like,
you said
what?
Yeah.
You said what? Did you say you? Oh, I thought you had.
Nah, I'll tell you one thing. Your video was better than Kevin Knox's video.
Look, I meant to call you to tell you about that.
I just finished with the video, so I ain't see that. He said leave him alone. He's talking about Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you know I'm going for him, man.
Yeah, man. I want him to be good. I really do.
You got to go harder than this.
But B, you know I'm not lying. If you don't practice at game speed, it will not translate. Like I said on Eru's show yesterday, Kobe Bryant was one of the first people who put it in an interview. It was like, listen, if you don't train when you're beat tired, when you're dead, you have no energy, and then you go put the work in for the form to make sure you're formed, because you're never going to have 100% energy in a game, in the middle of a game. You're never, ever going to have 100% energy. You know what I mean? That's why basketball teams, they make their teams run an hour before they give them the ball in practice. Like, I remember basketball practice.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, I remember basketball practice. We were in there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we touched the ball for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't play with you like that. That's
why y'all suck.
Yeah.
Well, not for nothing, that's a sign of a good coach, because most good coaches, they're gonna have you running like crazy, doing the drills and whatever. You don't even see a basketball. If you want to get better at shooting all that stuff, you do that stuff on your own time.
You do that on your own. So, you and I put that to use for myself. And even with my nephew, when he asked me tips, I always tell him, you run, you get tired, you do all of that first. Then you go
you shoot your shot.
You know what I'm saying? Because you need to learn how to be fatigued and still have your form 100%. You still need to be fatigued and know how to execute a move 100% the right way. And that's really my thing with the game speed. I don't like seeing people practice at practice speed. It doesn't get you anywhere. It looks good for the cameras. It's like I said last night. It's the same thing we saw Mitch dribbling around with his cousins, taking threes and stuff. Are you really gonna do that in a game though? That's not game speed what you was doing out there. You know what I mean? Like, that's you playing playground ball, and that's not gonna work.
One thing too, man, with the draft comes every year. Every year there's a whole other crop of talent coming into the NBA.
True.
So we got three, counting three, if you want to count that second round draft pick, we could possibly draft 3 guys that they'll push Kevin Knox out the league.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got to bring it every chance, any chance you got, you have to come out there and show what you can do, because there's always somebody ready to take your spot.
Mm-hmm. Always. You know what I mean? So that's that. Joe did say his 2 guys for the small forward list, and that was Barton and McDermott, of course. I'm not mad at that at all. We need someone who could. Doug, actually, when he came here for the year that he was here, outside of the shooting, he started attacking the basket more, cutting off ball. And if you're going to be a shooter and start doing more of those things, the more you can do off ball and be a shooter, I'm fine with that. So, yeah, Will Barton and McDermott are probably the best 2 picks on the small forward list if we go there. But that's all we got today when it comes to the point guard and the wings in free agency. Speaking of wings, I'm hungry now. But, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of guys that we can make some good moves for. That will make us a better team, and it doesn't have to be a splash. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really what I wanted to get through to everybody today. If you look at the list, there's a lot of guys on the list that they don't have to be superstars to make us better. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that we can, like Will Barton, Doug McDermott, even Kyle Lowry, Spencer Dinwiddie. There's a lot of guys that, you know what I mean, can bring something different to the game and not have to be a superstar, but we will get better by adding them to our roster. But that's it. Any last words from you guys, Dre, Rick, Eru?
Yo, just keep it thorough, man. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to say to you that joint you did on Facebook where you put the joint that went with your lyrics.
Oh yes.
You said you did that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, whoever did that, pay. Because it went perfect when you had the way Ike turned around like I'm Ike. Like let's turn down like I'm Spike. Yeah. Like I'm Mike, and he had Mike staring at him like that. I was like, yo, them joints went perfect. I was like, but if you knew what you was talking about, and you was like, I'm gonna use the footage for when Mike did that.
Yeah,
so that was dope. Give it up for Cat with the flow and doing the editing and all of that. What you did that on? You did what you got? You got Pro now? What you got? Final Cut Pro?
Nah, that was an app on.
What you got?
Chill. You going?
You holding on? Son got the joints.
Damn, like yo, I'll tell you after the show, man.
Yeah. After we log off, I'll put you on.
Nah, I did it on this thing called Splice.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. I think I got that, but I don't use it.
You don't use Splice? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why your videos.
Yeah, but Cap, I ain't as nice as you, so I can't. You gotta be nice to use Splice. Oh.
You said you're not as nice as me?
You gotta be nice to use Splice. Yo, let me read my pen.
That sound like an old Spice.
Nice. You say you're not as nice to me, Joe. You said what would you say? You said something crazy.
No, I said I ain't as nice as you. That's why I can't use Splice. You gotta be nice to use Splice.
Listen, man. I'll put the little clip up for y'all real quick so y'all can see it. What Drake?
Hey, show it to him. Show it to him, Cat.
Hold on. Where we at with it? Why what you doing this? Okay.
The computer hating?
The computer trying to hate. You see how
show him that shit, man. Stop talking, show him.
She's showing that shit. Stop talking, show.
Yeah.
Is that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I don't look at that. That's the wrong one. I'm still looking at the Kevin Knox. Yeah, see, I got mad all over again.
Before your internet cut off, hurry up.
Chill, man. You crazy over here with all that extra shit, man. You know
that's a nice logo.
Nice logo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big brother once again. Yeah, come on.
I'm just saying, look,
look, shameless plug. But now here, there's this drink right here. Go ahead and just play it for you real quick. Just a quick little 8 bars.
Turn it up, Cat.
That's the loudest it's gonna get.
Got the grin like I'm Tyson. I turn around like I'm Ike. Stink eyes like I'm Dyson. I'm on the moon like I'm Mike.
Hey!
The L like I'm license. She wanna share me, homie.
Hey, this
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Little quick drink.
On the moon like I'm Mike. Someone's out there like this.
Yeah, I like that. I like that joint, man. You got both of you guys are talented, man.
Listen, that's what I keep. I keep telling them that, man. I keep telling them that. They're like, "Oh, don't say that because you got some."
Nah, because you
only stop it, man. Stop.
Because you be saying that just so you can point out how much you don't be doing stuff. I be like, yo, come on, stop. You be trying to take a shot at yourself. But I ain't doing that.
But yo, is it a shot if it's the truth?
Rick, just because we don't use our talent in the same way, don't mean that you're not talented.
Name one talent. We're not even gonna talk about this here.
We're not doing this today.
I'm just trying to say y'all talented. I can't even say that.
I appreciate it, Ricky.
Nah, we appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? We like messing with you. We just know the origin.
To Dre on IG, man. He got bars, man.
Yeah, on the bars app and all. Yo, check Dre out. Andre Jalil, the dad. Andre Jalil Productions. What's the other one? You got like 4 pages. MXJX art. Yo, come on, like you talking about me?
It's so much talent. He can't even fit it on one account.
He can't even make one account.
I started my regular page. It was supposed to be me with the rap, and I started years ago. Then I became a father. It was like that. All of that. The father stuff dominated my page. So I was like, I got to do my own page where I could curse and do what I want to do on that page.
Well, I can curse and do what I want to do.
Page number 5 on its way, coming soon, 2020.
Yeah, page number 5.
You got a lot of personality, man. So you need like 5 or 6 pages.
Yeah. I'm over here talking. I'm strategizing how to put the options page together.
Okay. You're gonna do one of those? You definitely need to do one of those pages.
Because I put dudes on that work. Yo, everybody over there like, yo, son, thank you put me onto this. Having dudes making money, man.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, even me too, man. I appreciate you. That's all love. See, that's what I'm saying. Multi-talented entrepreneur. You're gonna make sure everybody's set. You know,
check this rhyme I wrote out. Yo, Check it.
Yeah,
I walked in the door.
I knew that was some
said it
bullshit.
before, I never looked at Mike Mack to tell
How you gonna take somebody else's? I walked in the door.
You be like, oh, yo, that's tight.
Yo, something walked in the door though.
Yeah, nah, listen, nah. Super Nintendo, Sega. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. He was on the dream. Yo, man, Eru, let them know where to find you at, bro.
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah, well, YouTube. I'm on the YouTube thing. Dynamics Podcast. Dynamics Podcast anywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'm active on all those different places, man. So wherever you find Dynamics Podcast, you find me.
Yeah, man, and I see you had posted something up about the shoes that Monica was teasing herself about, and you put the little picture together. That was funny. Even Monica had to repost it on her page. Monica McNutt, who if you're a real Knicks fan, you know who Monica McNutt is. Yeah, man. Even Alan Hahn commented on it. Yo, we talking about Eru here today, man.
Oh, shoot.
Hey,
I didn't know he was on with a celeb.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was. Well, first she started it because she got a good sense of humor. So somebody was cracking on her shoes. Cool, they were saying that she got like the I don't want to show you no pain Monica sandals or whatever. Yeah. So like once you Google it, you Google the video and you see Monica, crouched down with those shoes. So that shit was hilarious, man. So the first thing that popped in my head was a stoop. You know what I'm saying? Then once I saw the stoop, then I thought of 227. And then once I saw that, then I said, "Oh shit, I gotta get that little Kim thing in there." So it turned out to be something. But I didn't think she was gonna repost it. So she reposted it to her IG. Next thing you know, I got like 1 million notifications on my
Oh,
nice. So that was kind of funny.
Nice. That's what it was funny because I saw her post it last night, and then this morning I saw that you had posted whatever you posted and she reposted it. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was crying though. I was crying when I saw it because all of the pictures that he had with it, y'all gotta go see it. Go check them out.
I just want to smell her, man. I don't want to make it weird or nothing, man. But I just want to. She looked like she smelled good, man. God damn.
Monica McNutt.
Yeah, Monica McNutt. God.
She look like she smelled good, yo.
Make you want to risk it all, bro.
Not with them shoes on, not with the Air Monicas though. The Air Monicas is looking wild. I ain't gonna lie. I was
it's funny when I watch her after the game, I be like, her hands are huge, man.
She played ball. She played
ball.
I know.
UConn, I think.
When she talks, she goes like this. I'm like, she got big hands. She
didn't play for UConn. Where she played? Georgetown.
She played for Georgetown?
She played for Georgetown. Yep.
Georgetown.
The red lipstick it do be popping though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, the extra red drink. Yeah, come on, man. You know how it is. You know how it is. But yeah, man. If you're here still, even if you were here later, you're here earlier. Like, subscribe, share. I thank you guys for getting us to 101 subscribers. It just keeps growing every day. Every time I look at it, I'm gonna just stop looking at it. Maybe be at 500 one day. But I just like I said, I appreciate y'all being here and all the support and all that. Like I said, Guard Up Knicks everywhere: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. As my man Joe with the last 2 cents at the end. That's a fact.
My wife is telling you, man. So I ain't gonna be saying nothing.
You said what?
My wife is within earshot. I ain't gonna be saying nothing.
Word, yeah.
Yo, speaking of wives, man, my wife did not like that shit at all, man. She did not like that shit at all, man. She ghost follows me on Twitter, so she saw it already. So she was like already like, yeah, all right, I already seen it already. Well, guess what? She reposted it or whatever. I don't know if oh my god.
But it's not like you was trying to take shots at her, like say what's up. My
wife knows me already, man. So we already got our little stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Because all right, so I understand.
No hall pass there. I got it.
Yeah, no hall pass. You ain't getting no hall pass. You bugging out.
Nah.
But yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully before sometime next week we can get another one going and we can talk about a lot of these draft prospects, at the point guard and the wing. There's a lot of guys out there: Sharif Cooper, Trey Mann, and Moses Moody, and James Bouknight. The list goes on. But we'll be back for you guys next time. And as we always say, till next time. All right.
Next time.
Yeah. Have a good one. Peace.